Good evening. Okay. So, firstly, apologies for last week. I was sick and Sunday I started getting a bit better. Tonight I'm better. So, that's the first thing. Thank you for joining. So Miriam from 9 Lives Artistry, and tonight we're cross-posting to Flexiwood, Australia. So this is a Flexiwood demonstration. Oh, got a bit of fluff there. Also, I noticed that I had put 8 AM instead of 8 PM when I initially did the posting for this event. So my apologies if you were here at 8 o'clock this morning, because I wasn't. Hey Sue, how you going, doll? Yeah, I'm feeling better, thank God. It's nothing worse than tummy bugs. I mean, there's a lot of things worse, but when you're in it, it's horrible. Okay, so it's cold, it's raining. I apologise if you can hear the rain. Just let me know you can hear me properly, and then we'll be good. Hey Jules, how are you, doll? Okay, so this is a jewellery box, or a jewellery armoire, whatever you would like to call it. So I haven't sealed it yet, but I've given it a bit of a once over, and I've used Pureco Chalk paints with this. Okay, wonderful, thanks Sue. And I've done something a bit different tonight. I've used some vinegar with my sprays, so it's allowed the paint to separate, and yeah, it's just given a really nice finish on there. And again on that side too. So what we're going to be using tonight are, I'm going to be using one of these. So this is the FW 1247. That's the code of it. Now, normally you would probably be seeing them with this part here against the, you know, maybe a top lip or something, or a base lip. But what I've done, obviously there's not really many places that it could fit being in one piece on here, so I've cut it in half. Now, those of you who aren't aware, Flexiwood is exactly that. It's a flexible style timber applique or moulding, and it can be sanded, painted, stained, drilled, filled, and heated. And once you heat it, it is flexible. So now this might take a bit longer tonight because I dropped my trusty heat gun and it's not as hot anymore. So I think I'll need to get a new one. But all in all, you heat them up. Hey Marie, how you going, darling? And you can bend them once it decides to heat. Okay. It's also, I like to heat them when I'm going to apply them, which allows the timber fibres to be a bit more malleable, and then you can really secure it to your surface very well. Okay, I'm just going to get comments off here because I can't see what you can see, and I'll just have them up in here instead. Okay, so another few little appliques I've got a few bits of some other pieces which I've cut up and so forth. So if you have used, or if you're thinking of using any of the Flexiwood Mouldings, don't get rid of any of the pieces, because you can cut it, you can like shave it to get the shape that you want. Yeah, so these bits have been bits that have been taken off other mouldings, and I'll be using them tonight as well, just to embellish this piece a little bit more. So I've got some little roses here, and of course I didn't bring one of those ones up here to show it in package, but we're going to be using one of these ones as well. So if you're interested in that one, that's FW2339. And this one's a beautiful one. I love this one with the little leaves as well. I'm not sticking my finger up at you, I'm just showing you the leaves. So yeah, and this one is FW20. So beautiful pieces there. And okay, so I've already applied the other half of this one. So I've already got it on here. So I'm going to pop the other part on here, but I'm going to show you, I'm just going to quickly paint it. Now, I'm only going to do a few just to get into the detailed areas, and then I'll finish the painting once it's on there. So I'm just going to get my brush down into those pieces here. You can use chalk paint, you can use mineral paint, you can use any paint on these. You don't need to use paint, you can use stains, glazes, you name it, you can use it. Now the paints that I've used on here today are the Pureco Chalk paint, and this one is, so the base is Peacock, and the top part is Sunset. So beautiful colours there. So I'm just going to go into, get these little bits in here, because they're a bit tedious once they're on there. You don't have to paint them first. I wasn't sure of the finish I was going to do, which is why I hadn't stuck it on first and hadn't painted first. So I'll just get those little bits in there. Now, because they're timber, you have to make sure that you use a wood glue. So it has to be a wood glue. I use the Selleys Aqua here. This one's the exterior wood glue. I also use, which I couldn't find, it's in here somewhere, the Quick-Set. So that takes a little bit less time to set up. So this is the piece that I'm going to be adding over this side. So I'll just quickly dry that. Okay, that's dry enough. And I'll put the wood glue on. Now you don't want it too much on there, but you still want to ensure that you've got the whole surface covered. And 9 times out of 10 your wood glue dries clear anyway, well, all the ones I've used. So I just want to make sure I've got all the backing there. And as straight as your piece might look or the appliques might look, I always still think it's better to heat them first. My experience only, that's my thing, just to get that good adhesion. So there, it's all covered. I mean, it's not dripping, but it's covered. So I'm just going to line it up with here. Hold it on and then give it a bit of heat. Just want a dry brush just to go and get those bits of glue that have popped out. Okay. So we'll give that a few minutes to set up. And we'll work out a design for the next flowers. So I've got 3 of the small little roses, 3 of those. I've just given them a quick once over. I'm not exactly sure where I'm going to put them yet, but I think I'll also use one of these ones here. So this one doesn't have any leaves or anything on it, but then you've got this one here that's got the leaves around there, which is really pretty. And this one's a deeper moulding, so when you'd be heating that one, because it's a deeper moulding, like it's thicker, you need to be giving it a little bit more heat so you can get that whole thing warm, so it will flex to your liking. Okay, so we've got that one on there. Now, where to put these? Now, don't forget, these ones open, the sides open, all the drawers open. So that doesn't matter though, because we can cut these. So it doesn't matter if I put it right in the middle there. I can cut it there and down there to allow it to have full movement. So we just want to have a look at it like it's a canvas. That's the way that I like to do it. Look at it like it's a canvas, so I can put them anywhere, and then after that I will go and do my cuttings and sanding if I need to. So what do we think? Where do you think we should put that one? Okay. Hey Mel. Okay. So give me a hand here. Where do you think the appliques should go? I've got a couple of the bigger flowers, and I've got the smaller ones as well. So should we cluster them? I don't know. Okay. I'm not sure how many I'm going to put on, Sue. I'm just winging it. It depends what everyone thinks. I've got enough that I can put, quite a few on. But I'll let you guys lead the way. A cluster would be pretty. Yeah, that's what I thought. Now, also with your thicker mouldings, just remember when you do put them, if you do put them where they need to, open, you have to heat them so they're quite warm to get that nice cut through. It will cut without being warm, but it's so much easier to cut when it's warm, and you want a nice pretty finish on it. So okay, so what have we got here? Top left, my left or your left? Cascading down, so kind of from here down or from here down. Okay, so I think your left. Okay, so that would be this side. So I'm thinking I might pop this one here. Maybe, and then a couple of smaller ones down there. You just something like that. Okay, let's start getting them stuck on, shall we? That would be a little bit easier. Okay. So, just the glue in the middle, spread it out. Okay. You can tell my heat gun's not working properly because normally I can't even put my hand in front of it. I think I'll have to get myself an early Christmas present and get another one. Okay. Again, I'm just heating it up a bit so I can push on it and it seals on the piece perfectly. Again, it's just a little bit around there. Okay. Oh, let's get the big ones first. That one there. Now I don't want to put this one over an area that I need to cut tonight, simply because we'll be here for an hour if I need to try and heat this to cut through it, because it's just not working for me tonight. So I'll be able to do this one because it's much thinner, but this one's a bit too thick. won't do that with this one tonight. It's not so Tim. No, it's not so Tim the Toolman. Put it this way, I've got a scar on me from simply like just really touching it very lightly there, and then I've, well, kind of had a triangle here from just touching it. Now I can hold it on my hand and it does nothing. So yeah, Tim needs some new tools. Anyway, so we'll pop this one on. So I'm thinking here with this one, yay or nay? Okay. Oh, that wind is starting to really blow a gale out there. Okay. Now I just put too much glue on there. Okay. Something I've also found, the heat gun, when you use it, a normal one that works properly, it helps the glue to get a film around the edges, so it allows it to stick a bit quicker. That's my thoughts anyway. I've got to be careful. I've got my good jeans on tonight and I don't normally work in my good clothes because they don't last as good clothes, and I'm used to just being able to wipe my glues and things on them, so I need to make sure I don't do that. Okay. Yeah, well, we were in Canberra last week and it did not rain at all. Was not raining, it was freezing, but it didn't rain at all. Then we started heading home and it was ridiculous. I mean, an hour out of Sydney and it was pouring. So yeah, it wasn't very fun, to say the least. So, ooh. That one has fallen a bit. Whoop, that one just came off on my finger. Might just get some tape and tape this one, just so it holds it there so I can get that good bond. I'm just going to pull that out. This is only like the second time I think I've had to tape them. I suppose it just depends on what glue you've got and whether gravity's working for you or not. So I'm just going to keep that one taped. Okay. That'll be fine up in there. Okie doke. Let's work our way down. Now I do have this one as well. You think I should add that one onto it as well? Let me know. I can cut that one up and put it kind of going through. Okay. I don't know how well, whether you can see the little, probably not too much. The way, I'll get some close-up shots and take it, but the way the vinegar allows the chalk paint to separate, it's really, really good. So, do you reckon we add this one as well? Okay. While I'm getting a few, we've got some thumbs up there. Yeah. So give me some hearts if you want that one. Okay. That one to go there. Yep. Okay. I'm just going to use that bit of tape to hold that. Okay. Right, we got some love for this one, so I'm going to open this one and see what we can do with this. Now these are all available on my website. So there we go. That's it in the flesh. It's got some beautiful detail in that. Okay. Now don't forget, I don't need to use it all in one. I can cut it up, use different pieces if we want to, which I think I will. I can heat it and bend. Don't need to cut it necessarily. If this will work enough for me to bend it. Now, slowly. Okay. No. Okay, take that off. Now, I might separate these two. I'll just get my blade and show you how easy they are to cut. Okay, so I've just got a normal blade. Okay, and I'm not going to heat it up. So I'm not going to heat it up and just show you how easy they are to cut without heating. Now this piece isn't that thick. So you can see there, it's probably about 5-6 mil. So I'm just going to use my blade, and I think I'm going to cut it from this. So I want the little bit of the stem to be coming out from this top part. So I'm going to cut this section here, and I'm just going to put it in, and it's off. So, and it was attached to this part here. Can't really see very well, but there's just a little bit that kind of looks like something's missing from there. So I've just got a sanding pad. This is just 120 grit, and I'm just going to quickly go over that. And now it's completely rounded. There's a little bit here from the other little section that came off. I don't want that on there, so I'm just going to cut it off. So again, same thing. Now, I don't know whether you can, no, you can't really see that. I mean, that was just shaved. So you can literally shave the little pieces that you don't want. If you want to mold it into a different slight shape to fit something, you can do that. So okay, sorry, that was my daughter. Okay, I'm just going to do the same with this bit. I don't want that stem off there. Now obviously be careful, I'm not cutting it in the best of ways, but I'm just trying to be able to show you while I'm doing it. So again, I'll just sand these bits down. They are very easy to cut, Julianne. Yeah, really easy. Okay, so there's that bit too. So let's get gluing. Okay. And I've also got these little flourishes as well, which we can add. Okay. Okie dokie. Now, I've got 2 flowers there. Okay. Sorry if my head's in the way, guys. Okay, I just want to be able to see. So I'm hoping this one's had enough time to at least stay for a minute while I visualize, and then I'll pop it back down. I might pop that one there. Okay. What's everyone doing tonight? That's not even letting out as much heat as a hairdryer. I should have brought my hairdryer out. Anyway, it is what it is. was there. Okay. I'll leave that one there for the moment. And I think I'm going to put that one there. Well, that sounds good. I'll have to have a coffee with you. And what did the dogs have for dinner? I think half the time our animals eat better than we do. Okay. Right. Take that off. Now I'm going to cut this one because I've got area between the drawers where it's obviously a space. I'm going to cut, whoop, that's why I had the tape to hold that on. So I'm going to cut two. Actually, I won't cut two. I'll just sand that one down a little bit just to give it that even. Actually, no, I will cut it. Now these drawers don't come out either. Okay, so that's just shaved that down. And that one's not sitting proud, which is good. Okay, next lot. Okay, I've got that there. I think I might have another flourish going down. Yes, I know I just put the tape on, but I need to visualize where I'm going. That's why I don't like taping. Maybe not. I'm going to put that one there, and then I'm going to put this little stem so it's connected. So this little piece that I broke off before, I'm going to use as a connection stem that's going to come out of this one and into the other one that I'm going to put. So every little bit. Goodness, that was better than my dinner, Jules. I need to come over for dinner at your place. Okay, so I'm just going to stick that one there. And add that one in there. Okay, then we'll go back down to this one and I'll embellish this one. We'll paint that one and then we'll do some, I think we'll do a bit of dry brushing, maybe some bronze on there. I want to see if I can straighten this a little bit. I don't know whether my heat gun will give me enough heat to allow it, but hopefully it will. My hairdryer would be hotter than this, so it's yeah, it's really not the best tool to be trying to use at the moment, but it's the only one I've got. Oh, it is. It's allowing me to straighten it a bit. Okay. So I'm thinking. Now I'm just going to hold it in that position so it cools in that position. That way I can take it off and glue it, and it will stay in the stretched position that I've got it in. Okay. So just remember, if anything that you have is not in the position that you want, like if you've got scrolls and you need them a little bit straighter or a little bit more curved, just heat them up and hold them in the position that you want them in, and you will be able to stick it in that position. So that was much more curved, so it was coming up around here, and I've just straightened it enough so I can get the long stem area over the side, because it's sitting sort of on this side. So the stem area will be here, whereas the curved area will be over on this section. Okay. So let's quickly get over on this piece. Now I've just had this in a bag with a squirt of water, so it's still got enough paint on it to allow it to sort of cover. So this is the Pureco in the Peacock in the chalk paint. So once I seal it, it'll be a little bit darker. It'll be more like the wet area is there. So I just need one little bit. It's just a bit watery there. Okay. Now, I'm going to get my gilding wax, and I think we're going to use a bronze. You think a bronze or a gold? Not normally a gold girl, but now. Okay, so I'm thinking of bronze to tie in with the hardware, and I may actually I may add that little one in there too, I think. So these are offcuts. Yeah, I think it will be, I think the bronze will be nice on the peacock, and I do want to have the same up here, and I don't really think the gold will suit the sunset colour. So kind of thinking bronze would be better. Still got this little bit to put onto. Maybe not. I don't know. We'll go for this part now. Okay. So now I'm using a gilding wax, not a paint, only because I just want the slightest little bit over the top. But I want it to give a big impact. So let's go. I always try and not be messy and to use brushes and stuff, and then I go, I should have just used my finger. I like to be able to feel, very tactile and visual. Is my head in the road? It probably is. Let me just move you down, because you probably can't see very well at all up there. So I'm just going to move you down so you can see. Okay. Now, a little bit more. Sorry about all the jiggles. Okay. So I've just got a little bit on my brush, and I'm just going over the top just to get those raised surfaces and to bring out the shape in the moulding. No. Put a light layer on here. So I've pretty much got no more gilding wax on my brush, but I'm just giving it a light brush, not that you can really see because my hand's in the way, just up and down here, and just on a few more areas that I want to have a bit more embellishment. No worries. Thanks, Sue. Take care. Let me know when you're up this way next. If you guys know of anyone that might be interested in this kind of stuff, I'd love it if you could share the love around. Okay. It all helps. You know what? This is my happy place. This is my home away from home. Okay. I don't know whether you can really see that very well. You see it a bit better now. I know the lighting's not as good now, but it doesn't seem to have that reflection on it. But, okay, so that's that one. All prettied up. Now I think I might add some on here as well. Let's see. Now I haven't sealed my paint yet. You don't have to seal before you gild wax, use a gilding wax. You can, it is usually the last step, so to speak. But I'm just showing you just some easy ways to embellish once you've, you know, got your pieces on, your mouldings, or, I mean, these were already here, these mouldings, so if you've got a piece that already has them and you would like to add a bit more, I'm going to do it a bit lighter on the sunset colour. Just not sure whether I'll leave that there or not yet. But there we go. So that's, I mean, that's been nearly an hour, guys. I'm going to paint these in sunset, and then I will embellish them like I have the base, and I'll pop through some pictures for you so you can have a look. And yeah, we'll I'll give you a full little overview of what it started as and what I've done to it. We'll go from there. But next time I will, when I'm doing my Flexiwood live, I will be doing a steampunk canvas, so stay tuned for that. And if there's anything in particular you want to see, let me know, and I'll be more than happy to oblige if I can do what it is that you're asking. Thanks for joining, and I'll see you next time. Thanks, guys. Bye bye.